Hello, it's Maria here. Welcome to my Artist Maria Burke YouTube channel. Today I'm working on this little flower painting and it's just very simple floral shapes, and the predominant colour I just brought out to change it up a bit because I'm working on a series of these is yellow, and it's very bright and uplifting, I think. And these can be used to send to people as little gifts, or you can mount them on card and send them as greeting cards. So it's very simple. All you need is some basic acrylic colours. You need some paper. I'm using acrylic paper, but you can use any good quality card or watercolour paper for this. So you'll need some water, acrylic paint, and you'll need your paper. So as you can see, I'm diving into this painting using just a very simple cobalt blue and some lemon yellow, and adding in some raw umber there. That's the dark brown color. And really, it doesn't matter what colors, there's a touch of purple there. It doesn't matter what colors you're using at this stage, because all of this is just a background. It's a backdrop really. And over that I will be painting the flowers. So this is a rose type of color. I've just added in a little bit of crimson into the paint, and now I'm coming back, adding in really just positioning in general my flower shapes, and I've added a few little quick scribbles into the background. Sometimes I do that, just add a little bit of pencil work, or just to give just a bit of texture into the background. So I was just using simple colouring pencils. And here I'm back with white paint again and painting in those flower shapes over my background. And as you can see, they're generally 5-petaled little flowers. They're kind of like busy lizzies or geranium shapes. They're just general. I'm not working on any specific flower. I'm just playing around with ideas. And yes, adding some of that crimson red in. Again, that's a colour I just love to bring into paintings. And building up, I suppose, layer over layer of colour. And this is a type of sap green that, again, it's a fantastic colour. It just works beautifully. It really does bring that translucency of the grasses, and light filtering through the grasses and the leaves. That sap green is a lovely colour. And of course I'm bringing in the yellows, and this painting is becoming more and more yellow, as you can see. So I just decided that those flowers needed a good strong colour, so I'm bringing in that. It's a lemon yellow, and just adding that throughout the painting. So really alternating between highlights and going dark and then going light again. And if I feel I've overworked the painting, I'll just add in some, go back over it with white paint. And I'm just finding that a very useful process with the acrylics. I don't tend to leave much of the white at the end of the painting. I tend to go over it again and give it some washes of colour. I don't tend to leave that bare white paint at the end of the painting. So we're moving on again. You can just see a little bit there of my palette, the way I've added in the blues. I'm going dark now, and I'm giving some structure to the picture. I'm adding outlines to give it a sense of design. So yeah, just going into the center of the flowers as well and giving them some depth. And as you can see, it's quite a small picture. I'm using acrylic paper here, and I find it's just very, very good. But you don't have to, if you're on lockdown, if you can't get to an art shop, you don't have to use acrylic paper. I have used watercolor paper, but I tend to use the opposite side that you would use for watercolors, because the absorbent side does tend to soak up the acrylic paint. So if you just flip your watercolor paper over to the other side, you get a more smooth side on the paper, and it's easier to use the acrylics on that. Or you can use any kind of strong paper, cartridge, just some good quality paper, not a very thin paper. That doesn't work because the acrylics could seep through it. So you want something that's got a decent bit of strength to it. So just working in with the details here, and even though those flowers are yellow, I'm adding in some pinks into them, into the hearts of them, just so that they're not one-dimensional. As you can see, I put some little leaves, suggestion of leaves, up at the top left of the picture, and now I'm adding in these little, I suppose, sparkles of light. And what you see on flowers and you see out in the garden, you just see all sorts of little dabs of light and colour and spots and so many different shapes. So I'm just playing around with the very, very small brush now. One of the brushes that I find very, very useful for putting in stems is the Rigger. It's got actually a very long stem itself. It's a long, thin brush, and it's very, very useful for making these stem-like shapes and swirls. So I hope that you got something out of this video today. If you got something out of it and you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel and you'll see more of what I'm doing. So do watch it to the end, and I hope you enjoy it. And God bless until I see you the next time. So I'm just finishing up by taking the masking tape off the edges to reveal the straight lines, what I hoped would be straight lines. You need to do this very carefully. And sometimes I touch up the edges, but that one worked out well. God bless, and bye-bye.